Hello and welcome to Box. Now today we're going to be taking you through our ultimate streaming setup, covering all your accessory basics from keyboard and mouse right down to the perfect audio, preparing you for your next steps into professional streaming. Whether you're new to streaming, starting to gain traction as a serious startup streamer, or just looking for a good upgrade from your old mismatched setup, we aim to help steer you in the right direction, starting with our chosen accessories. Streaming requires a lot of components, from your PC and monitor setup for high performance content creation, as well as having all the necessary tools for broadcasting your reactions, commentary and communication all in a live environment. Now, as we're focusing more on the accessories, I'm not going to get too much into our PC and monitor setup, but in principle it would be helpful to have a decently powerful PC, good for running multiple programs over several hours, as well as 2 monitors, one dedicated to your chat and one for interacting or working on your proposed content, like live gameplay for example. For atmospheric purposes, you may also be interested in including some nice RGB light strips or wall decals to set the tone and give a nice background for the stream. Getting down to basics and stripping back any complicated potential accessories that some professional streamers utilise, we want to discuss what we propose to be a solid, minimal streaming setup that has everything you need without compromising on your personal space. Whether you've used it before or you're just curious about the brands in general, our setup largely consists of Logitech and Blue gear. For one, they make professional standard eSports accessories that will most definitely elevate your gameplay, but they also deliver some really intuitive tech that's ecologically minded and beautifully minimalistic, while also concealing some insanely powerful features that might just alter your perception on what makes a good streaming setup. They also want to support creators in their Logitech for Creators movement, which is all about unlocking your potential and tailoring products more specifically to help you make accessible, professional level content that shares your passion. What we have here today covers the 3 bases: tools like a keyboard and mouse to enhance your gameplay, audio hardware including a gaming headset that delivers layered, detailed sound to hear teammates and crucial game sound, as well as a microphone for picking up your every word, and finally a decent camera to let viewers see reactions and for you to communicate well with your viewers. The mouse and keyboard often work nicely together when looking for a good solid set of gaming tools. There are many options out there when it comes to choosing a mouse. Now you can get faster and more intuitive ones that react to your movements with no delay, or even ones that just look really cool that set off that gamer vibe. But today we've chosen the Logitech Pro Wireless Gaming Mouse. Logitech is one of the go-to brands for gamer accessories at a fair price, and the Pro just happens to be one of the preferred choices for professional gamers both at home and in competition. While there are endless special features to this mouse in particular, largely its super light body, long-lasting battery and customizable buttons, we picked this one out because of how well it matches your gaming capabilities. To start out, there are no wires to slow you down, connecting via Lightspeed USB for lag-free 1 millisecond response times. Now with streaming, you want to cut out all possibilities of technical failure that could interrupt a 5-hour streaming session. You want to have a mouse that performs consistently, and though battery life may not be something that always comes to mind, you never want to risk it suddenly cutting out on you. Now what's great about this mouse is that it charges via USB cable. It lasts much longer than a standard AA battery, and it is quite a common cable that you'll already most likely have in the house. Lastly, our favourite part is the overall accuracy. It uses what's called a Hero 25K sensor, which basically means that it's so sensitive to your movements, there's very little chance of any lag or wildly swinging around and missing your shot. Now I have played a good handful of games with it, and I can attest to its power. You can even see here every movement is precise and each hit to my opponents is intentionally on target. Now taking a look to the left, we have our chosen keyboard. Naturally we have the twin to the mouse, the Logitech G Pro gaming keyboard. As mentioned previously, we're going for minimal yet powerful, and this keyboard is compact, specially designed with gamers' needs in mind, and customizable to your personal preference. While it's pretty responsive and comfortable, looking the part with those beautiful shifting RGB lights, it's largely down to the overall adaptability. If you like a good clicky keyboard, then these mechanical switches do the job for giving good audio cues when you've hit the mark. But from a streamer's perspective, you may want to quiet things down a touch by switching them out for linear keys instead. You can also detach the wire for easy movement when changing up your setup, or swapping it out for something else depending on what you're doing. It is brilliantly versatile, but mainly we like this keyboard because it's designed for gamers newcomers with a little help from the pros. It's got features integrated into it that are designed to help you win, and nothing else feels better than being able to play flawlessly at the top of your game live on stream with your supporters along for the ride. I know most professional streamers do invest in getting multiple high quality DSLR cameras to ensure a solid HD or even 4K output. Now, I know not all streamers have access to those kind of funds, and getting a decent webcam can often be hit or miss, so we've picked out one that we think could be the perfect middle ground. Smaller cameras are great for many reasons. They're lightweight for mounting on top of your monitor without a supporting arm, they often have a wide field of view to get you and your surroundings in frame, and some of the top of the line models put out some impressive quality, often recording straight to your PC for keeping all of your content in one place. Now this one we have here is the Stream Cam from Logitech. It is made specifically for streaming, so you know it does all you need. It records in full HD 1080p at 60 FPS, which is perfectly good for capturing your reactions in sharp detail. Of course, it's a little more hands-off than your manual DSLR. It has smart tracking features that work automatically to capture your movements and keep you in focus at all times, even adjusting the exposure if there's any change in light conditions. As a bonus, it's also not fixed to landscape mode. It can be rotated in portrait position, perfect for capturing content in the right aspect ratio for YouTube Shorts, TikTok and Insta Stories. Having an automatic tool like this is great for starting streamers. I know as you collect more tech along the way and get to grips with more intricate tools, you may find yourself wanting to upgrade to other camera options that enhance your stream. But for cutting down clutter and keeping things simple the way things should be, this is a brilliant way to get exactly what your viewers need, freeing your hands and letting you concentrate on delivering that top quality content. No matter how good your game is, you need to be able to hear and communicate well enough for your viewers to remain engaged. For our headgear, we've yet again gone for the Pro theme, with the Logitech Pro X wireless gaming headset. I don't know about you, but I love a good untethered headset that allows my head to move around freely. You don't want to shift position halfway through a stream and accidentally pull your wire out of the headphone jack. Now this is one of the pricier headsets out there on the market, but audio is just one of the things you can't compromise on, as it's the hardest thing to get right. So not only do you get some excellent game enhancing features like light speed for reduced lag and strong connectivity, you also get Blue voice tech within the attached microphone. It's reassuring to have a headset that pays attention to the technology within the microphone itself, as I know some headsets usually fall flat when it comes to voice control and noise reduction. For streaming though, this headset has you covered because it's brilliant for capturing clean, studio quality sound that's uncompressed, making your commentary sound much more professional. The real beauty of it though is that the microphone just unplugs, so you can even use it for everyday purposes, giving it multiple uses. Now of course you want the additional one-up on your opponents, with extras like 7.1 surround sound for more specific near-field, far-field pickup of enemy footsteps and locations. But generally if you're going to validate that extra cost, it's mainly down to comfort. If you are streaming for hours on end, you'll want a headset that sits well around your ears, and the padding and fabrics used on this headset just help cushion my ears better than the cheaper models I've had in the past. As a bonus, they also charge via USB-C, which is another cable that you'll most likely just have around the house, so it's easy to reuse other cables you already own if needed. Now you could just leave it there. I mean, you have everything you need audio-wise just within that one headset. But if you're serious about making streaming a regular occurrence, building a following, and even making a career out of it, you may want to invest that little bit extra into some serious microphone tech. Of course, we're not getting right into the big leagues just yet, but it's always good to lay a good baseline when making your first steps into high quality microphone use. Here with us today, we have this all-in-one Yeticaster broadcast bundle from Blue. Now I know the headset already has Blue microphone tech built in, but this is more of the real deal. Blue is the #1 choice for streamers and podcasters. I've been using one myself for some time now for this very voiceover because of the decent sound quality. Now in this kit you get 3 items consisting of a boom arm, a Radius 3 shock mount, and the Yeti microphone itself. Now why you want a professional microphone like this for streaming is for complete control. Even if you don't know much about microphones, it's pretty simple to understand. The Yeti comes with multiple options for polar patterns depending on where you're speaking from, how many people are talking into it, and what sound you want to pick up and what you want to cancel out. As great as it is to have these options for streaming purposes, you'll most likely want the cardioid setup, as it's designed to be sensitive to your voice coming out directly in front, reducing any outside disturbances for a crisp, clean audio. What really helps this type of microphone work well is the ability to utilise that arm and shock mount for perfectly suspending it in front of my mouth without restrictions. I can move it to a specific angle to stop it obstructing the camera, as well as making sure I still get a good view of both of those screens. As a plus, the suspended nature means you don't have to touch it midstream if you don't want to, and there's less chance of shock or vibrations, delivering more of that hands-free experience. Choosing this microphone just means you get the best possible audio that you could achieve. The onboard mute, gain and volume controls let you adjust the sound as you see fit, helping tailor the output better for what you need it for. And as you can hear, there's no doubt that the audio sounds precise, clean and rich, transforming your stream from average to outright professional. Out of all the accessories mentioned here today, I hope that gives you a clear idea on what your new professional streaming setup could look like. Even if you don't choose to go all out with a matching selection, it's always good to see what's out there and pick and choose something that could help elevate your existing setup to professional standards. I hope you've enjoyed hearing our take on the ultimate streaming setup. But if you're on the lookout for more run-throughs of other gaming accessories or just the latest in the tech world, then why not check out what else we have on offer on our Box channel. Please feel free to share your streaming setups in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching.